Now here in day 2 of week 4, we're looking at Joshua chapter 5, verse 2 through 8. And it tells us the story of Joshua circumcising all the young men. And there's a reason why. It tells us that after they disobeyed the Lord, their parents all died. The whole generation died in the wilderness. And so here's a generation of young men, many of whom had not been circumcised. Even though they'd grown up as Jews, their whole identity was God's promise in their father Abraham. They knew this. Well, that's not that different than the way it is for some of us today. We grew up in a Christian household. We grew up in a Christian country. For many of us in the West, whether it's in North America or Haiti, we have this sense of, oh, well, of course we're Christian. And yet, maybe we have to see our parents' generation die off because the faith was one of disobedience before we once again reaffirm the covenant. That was true for me. I grew up in a moral household. My mom, I think, was a Christian. My father, I was in shock when I was 10 or 11 that he wanted to get baptized. So I got baptized with him mainly because I loved my father. I wanted to do anything he did. But I don't know if I understood anything about it. I'm not sure that I did. Now, I'm not suggesting here that everybody needs to get re-baptized or it didn't work or something. I'm just saying that when I finally figured out who Jesus was, like these young men that came out of the wilderness, I wanted to memorialize it. And they memorialized it with stones, but they also memorialized it in their own flesh. Sometimes we need a reminder of who we are and what God's promise is in our life.